Okay, so let's begin. Let's take a moment to just come together and close our eyes. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in a lot of love. And breathe out any stuck patterns, restrictive beliefs, and fears. Breathe in a lot of faith. And breathe out any doubts, any feeling that you are not looked after. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then return to normal breathing. And in this space, please connect to your higher consciousness. Connect to radical consciousness. Connect to radical masters, healing angels, healing masters. Gratitude to radical consciousness, gratitude to each one of us. And with that, slowly, whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So today's topic is about need for protection. Now, the fact that we need to protect ourselves somewhere automatically sends out a signal that we don't feel protected. We don't feel safe. We don't feel looked after. And as a result, what we end up doing oftentimes is, almost like just imagine like shielding yourself. Imagine holding yourself so tight so that no one comes close by. And while that, yes, could protect us from some amount of hurt, maybe grief, maybe even betrayals, because generally the feeling of being unprotected comes when we've had some bad experience beforehand. But what it also does is it also blocks the many opportunities, experiences that are meant to come our way, which are in consonance with our life path, because we are so busy holding ourselves at bay, building those defensive walls. Now, yes, we can keep going on and on trying to protect ourselves, creating barriers, this wonderful phrase that's there, we walk away from things because it's toxic for us, and so on and so forth. Or somewhere We just have faith that there is an overall protection mechanism at place. Even if that sometimes means that at a physical plane level or human level, I'm not saying it will, but even if it does sometimes include us going through a slightly bad experience. But when we know that in the overall scheme of things we are looked after, even that small setback begins to make a lot of sense. And we know what to do with it, convert it into an opportunity eventually. Right? So let's first, using R5, work on all the fears and feelings that we have because of which we feel we need to protect ourselves. Okay, so if there are any thoughts or feelings coming into your space, you can put it in the chat box and we'll take it up with R5 today. So let's begin. IR5, my unprotected feeling. IR5, my unprotected feeling. IR5, my unprotected feeling. IR5, my belief that I need to protect myself. IR5, my belief that I need to protect myself. IR5, my belief that I need to protect myself. IR5, my fear of getting hurt. IR5, my fear of getting hurt. IR5, my fear of getting hurt. IR5, my fear of betrayals. 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 IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my fear of being used or taken for granted. IR5, my lack of faith. 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 IR5, my inability to understand the bigger picture. identify my inability to understand the bigger picture. IR5, my inability to understand the bigger picture. IR5, the unprotected me. IR5, the unprotected me. IR5, the unprotected me. IR5, my guilts and regrets of not being able to protect myself. IR5, my guilts and regrets of not being able to protect myself. IR5, my guilts and regrets of not being able to protect myself. I forgive myself for making others feel unprotected and exposed. I forgive myself for making others feel unprotected and exposed. I forgive myself for making others feel unprotected and exposed. I have faith that I am looked after and taken care of. I have faith that I am looked after and taken care of. I have faith that I am looked after and taken care of. I have faith that I am looked after and taken care of. How does that feel? Can we connect to some sort of an overall protection mechanism? Can we allow ourselves a little bit more to open up to whatever experience has to come our way? Yeah, okay, brilliant. Yes, okay, very nice. All right. Would anyone like to ask something, say something? Yes, okay, very nice, guys. Okay, beautiful. So, just one step deeper that maybe all of you can go to when you are maybe connecting with this unprotected feeling in your own space. If you do that again, if you feel that that's a major feeling that keeps coming up in your space again, just close your eyes and connect with that younger you who, for the first time, decided that I only have to look after myself, no one will look after me. Connect to that part and try and integrate that part by first healing it using either Soul's Love or R5. Because somewhere that belief is what you are manifesting or could be manifesting till now. And the moment we give out the signal that we only have to look after ourselves, we only have to protect ourselves, we also put out the subtle signal that no one in life, whether it's whether it's a partner, friend, a one off guide, a help from somewhere, messages from masters, we kind of block all those channels from coming into space as well. And we're not even able to see or listen to that knock when it comes. Okay, so just take some time over the week, whenever you find a little bit of time, to just connect with that part of you who first formed that belief and just archive that part. Or soul's love, or I see, I feel, doesn't matter what technique you use. Just make sure that they feel neutral and that you are able to integrate that part into you. Yeah. Okay, all right. So that's it from me for today, guys. Next Wednesday, there won't be a group healing. So I'll see you the week after. Yeah. So take care, everyone. Thank you. And thank you so much for joining in. Bye bye. Have a good evening.